we're gonna go over the books I read this past week, which I finished and started. The first one is First and Forever by Lynn Painter. This is a football romance. It takes place in Minneapolis. Duffy is an accountant. She works at an accounting firm and she graduated with an accounting degree, but she's in the process of taking her test to become a licensed CPA. She has an interaction with the football team's mascot, and she gets blamed for them losing the game because the team ended up losing the game after that. And then Connor is our football player. They meet on a talk show because they were talking about the incident. And Connor went to apologize about the mascot. It's a cute story. And they date, but Connor uses it more as a publicity stunt than anything to get because the people loved him on the cameras with her. And Lynn Painter must be a cat person because both of them have cats. And in her last book, Accidentally Amy, both of the characters had cats too. And then I also finished The Island Bookshop by Rosanna M. White. This is a Christian romance, which means it's a clean romance, which is fine, but I wasn't expecting a more Christian aspect to it, like praying, talking about reading the Bible, going to church. I wasn't expecting that, but it's fine. If you don't mind on your books, read it. If you do mind, obviously don't read it. I gave this 3.5 stars. It's really cute. It is a romance, but I feel like romance isn't the main trope here. I think that's just put into the book. Kennedy works in DC at the Library of Congress. She verifies old books. And then her sister Laura owns the family's bookshop in Avon, North Carolina, which is in the Outer Banks. And then she ends up having an accident, where Kennedy decides to pick up and leave and go to the Avon to help her sister out. She stays there for the summer because her sister isn't healing well from her concussion, because it was a severe concussion, so Kennedy stays there. And then Kennedy's neighbor, Wes, was her best friend growing up. So we have a lot of interactions with them. It was a cute story. I would say nothing romantic happened until the end. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I read it because it took place in the Outer Banks, and I was looking for the book on the Outer Banks. And there's a book called The Island Bake Shop, which is next, which I will be reading because Beckett seemed cool in this book, so I can't wait to read his book. I hope it's Beckett in the Bake Shop book anyways. And then I'm currently listening to the 12th book of the series of Unfortunate Events, the Penultimate Peril. There's 12. There's 13 books in the series, and I'm almost done with the series. It's been taking me a while since I started in 2020. I found that listening to an audio is helping me get through it faster. I'm not very far into it. I honestly don't know what's happening in it. I don't remember. That's not a good sign. But it does talk about the stuff that's happened in the previous books, and I think we meet Esme again. Yeah, Esme. But so far it's good. It's the same narrator for all the books. I want to know what happens in book 13, but I have to read all 12 books first.